Hi students! Today I wanted to read a book called Creepy Carrots. The words were written by Reynolds and the pictures were done by Peter Brown. So Reynolds is our author and Peter Brown is the illustrator. Creepy Carrots. We're going to read and find out who our main character is in this book. We're going to think about if they have a problem, what it is, and what the solution is for it. We should also be thinking about what the character does, what they say, and what they think. That'll help us figure out how they feel. So we want to pay attention to characters, problems and solutions, and also be able to talk about the events. What happened in the beginning, what happened next, and what happened at the end. Let's read Creepy Carrots. Jasper Rabbit had a passion for carrots. It means he loved them. And the carrots that grew in Crackenhopper Field were the best. Fat, crisp, and free for the taking. He pulled some for a morning snack on the way to school. He yanked out a few on his way to Little League practice. He ripped them from the ground on his way home at night. Jasper couldn't get enough carrots. Until they started following him. Who is following him? The carrots. Who's our main character? Jasper. He's been on every page so far, and he's the only character that we met until the carrots. Now, normally carrots can't be a character. They're something that you eat. But I think these carrots might be a character because they're following Jasper. He first noticed something strange after the big game against the East Valley Hares. Jasper was about to help himself to a victory snack when he heard it, the soft, sinister tunk-tunk-tunk of carrots creeping. He turned, but there was nothing there. Just my imagination, he thought, but he hopped a little faster. Does Jasper have a problem? That night, as he was brushing his teeth, there they were. Jasper whipped around, but nothing. He laughed at himself, picked his toothbrush off the floor, and went to bed, quickly. Why do you think he went to bed quickly? If you had a bunch of creepy carrots following you, how would you feel? How do you think Jasper feels? The next morning, he approached Crackenhopper Field slowly. He reached for 2 wild carrots. Nothing happened. He bit into one. Nothing happened. Phew, creepy carrots, it was ridiculous. Let's look at the expression on Jasper's face here. The illustrator did a wonderful job with it. If you look at his mouth, he looks like he's smiling. But if you just look at his eyes, does he look happy? No, he doesn't. He looks worried. but he's got that smile. I think he wants to be happy, but I think he's worried. I think he might be anxious. When he arrived home that evening, "Mom! Mom!" Jasper screamed. "Creepy carrots in the shed!" Do you see them? His mom opened the door slowly. There weren't any carrots, not even the regular kind. "There are no such things as creepy carrots," Mom said, shaking her head. Later that night, as Jasper lay in bed, he heard it. Breathing. Terrible, carroty breathing. And there, on his wall, "Creepy carrots!" he shouted. "Dad! Dad!" His dad thumped into his bedroom and threw on the light. They searched under the bed. No creepy carrots. They looked through the closet. No creepy carrots. They opened all the dresser drawers. No creepy carrots. "Just a bad dream, son," his dad said, shaking his head. "Now go to sleep." Well, that wasn't going to happen. By the end of the week, Jasper was seeing creepy carrots creeping everywhere. The illustrator did something interesting with this page. Normally, we start at the left and we move to the right. We do that for the whole page and we swoop back down to the next part. Then we go to the next page. However, the illustrator wanted us to think about what Jasper is really seeing. This is what he thinks he's seeing. But that's what's really there. This is what he thinks he's seeing, but that's what's really there. Jasper knew his parents were wrong. Creepy carrots were real, and they were coming for him. But they couldn't get him if they couldn't get out. Out? Out of where? What setting do carrots normally live in? Yeah, they live in the dirt. And these carrots live in Krakenhopper Field. So let's find out. Jasper hatched a plan. First thing on Saturday, he grabbed supplies and headed to Krakenhopper Field. So Jasper has a problem. The creepy carrots are following him. He's making a plan. That's his solution. He's going to keep them from getting out of the field. Let's see what he tries. Oh, he seems to be building a fence of string around them. He's sawing something. Oh, he's digging a trench. He seems to be filling it with water. Oh, he's making a fence. Just as the sun finally set across Krakenhopper Field, Jasper Rabbit smiled. On his way home, there was no tunk-tunk-tunk-tunk. There were no carrot-shaped shadows. His plan had worked. No creepy carrots would ever get out of that carrot patch again. And as the sun finally set, the carrots of Krakenhopper Field cheered. They look happy. They're cheering. Their creepy plan had worked. They were sure of it. Jasper Rabbit would never get into that carrot patch ever again. What do you think their plan was? They wanted Jasper to be worried about them. They wanted Jasper to leave them alone. They wanted Jasper to never get into their carrot patch again. Jasper tried to make sure they couldn't get out. But really, they wanted him to never go in. That's why they're happy. Thank you for reading Creepy Carrots with me. I hope you remember we should always pay attention to our character, what they do, what they say, what they're thinking. It helps us understand how they're feeling. We should pay attention to problems and solutions. Can you tell me what happened in the beginning of this story, in the middle of the story, and at the end of the story?